Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Don and you're watching Don's DIYs, where it's always better when you do it yourself. Today we are going to be adding some locking hood latches to Calypso. I introduced Calypso in my last video. It's my wife's 2010 Jeep Wrangler Sahara Unlimited. So we got the 4-door one. She loves it. We're going to be putting in the locking hood latches today. We know the stock ones aren't the best in the world. You get a little bit of hood flutter going down the interstate, and if you ever pass a truck on a 2-lane road, big semi truck, you'll know what I'm talking about. Then the hood, you feel like the hood's going to come up and hit you in the face. So we're going to install locking hood latches in here today to keep anything we do underneath the hood safe. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to do handheld. It's going to be a little shaky, but you're going to need some type of pry tool. So I got my trim tools out. A 10mm socket, and I got my 1/4-inch drive set out, so that's going to work. A 13mm hand wrench, a 10mm hand wrench, an 8mm hand wrench, a number 5 hex head, and a number 3 hex head. Okay, all the other, these are optional, you don't have to have those. But this is what the kit is. Locking hood latches, it comes with 2 locks, see that? And 2 keys. One key works both locks, the other one will be a spare. Comes with various hardware, nuts and bolts, and some rubber pieces to keep from scratching the hood. So that's what is all there, and that's what we will be installing today on the Jeep. So the first thing we're going to do today is we are going to actually remove the front grille. You don't have to. The bolts you're going to get are right behind the edge of the fender here. I just find it easier to reach in with my wrench with nothing in the way. So it's pretty easy to pull off a grille. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull these things out of the way. You guys, there's plenty of videos out there on how to pull these things up. Screwdriver works better. I got these plastic tools and I like to use them. Keeps me from tearing up stuff. And you know, it's my wife's Jeep, so I can't afford to tear up anything on it. So there we go. Everything's popped up. So now we just pop them out. Maybe I got one that's a little thinner on the point. Yeah, this is a little thinner. Keep an eye on these things. They like to walk off. I already lost one and all I did was set it down. So to remove the Jeep grill, pull out on it a little bit. You see it's loose. You grab it down here next to the bottom and give it a yank. It's out. I just untwist my lights and you can set them right there on top of the body mount. And the grill's out. Okay, first thing we're going to do is the 13mm wrench. We're going to go in here and we're going to loosen this nut. It's kind of tight, but you can get it in there. What I'm doing is after every turn of the wrench, I'm just flipping it over. I went ahead and cleaned it up with some alcohol, but this is the new lock. It has a rubber piece on here. Make sure you use that so you're saving some paint. Put it in the hole, pull the rubber up, sets in place. That's actually for the hood, so if you tighten it down too tight, it has something to hit against. Instead of coming down on the metal, it actually comes down onto this rubber. So you have two things. You have a 13mm locking nut, and you have a flat washer. Okay, I spared you all of the tedious ratcheting. When you get in here, if you've got a swivel head ratchet wrench, it's going to be the best to get in here and be able to do it. I was able to, but I didn't have much room to move it, so it was only going like 3 clicks. So it took me a while to tighten it down. So think about that. If you got a swivel or know someone that's got to borrow them to get back down in here, it's going to be easier. Okay, on to the top latch. Okay, we are onto the top latch now. 10mm is going to take these off. As I said before, guys, these 10mm nuts like this, they're gold on a Jeep. So anytime you take something off, save those nuts. All right, so 10mm, we take this off. It's out of the way. So I'm gonna clean up the connection point here with some alcohol and get the other piece ready to go on. Okay, we are ready to install a new piece. I have my, what is this? This is a number 3 hex head. I've got an 8mm hand wrench. I've got my new bracket with a gasket. Again, keep from scratching the paint. Goes on with the hook up. We're gonna go ahead and drop our 2 bolts in here. Okay. 2 bolts are in. Drop them in the holes. Okay, now this thing is adjustable. So if it's not tight enough, when you lock your hood latch, you can come back and adjust it. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Let me get this other one on here without dropping this tiny nut. Okay. Do you see how this has got slots in it? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I can get it right in the light. Let me put my hand behind it. There we go. See the slots? So you can adjust this up and down. Down would make the hood looser. Up would make the hood tighter. So you can adjust these and get them where you need them. We're going to go about midway and tighten down. Okay, now let's go ahead and shut this thing. I gotta unlock it. Okay, up high is way too far, so we need to drop it all the way down to the bottom. So that's what we're going to do next. So we are going to readjust it. It was awfully tight, so we're going to take it all the way down to the bottom so that it will start from there. Loose. Okay, so now we're all the way in the bottom. Okay, now we're tight all the way at the bottom. Now let's try this one more time. Hood's down. That definitely locked it in place. I don't like it. Yeah, see, it's hard to get up. The only thing I can think of is this. I can loosen the bottom piece and bring it up. It's pulling the hood down too tight. Again, it is sitting on the rubber, but like right now, I can't even get the hood latch off of it hardly. So we're going to adjust the bottom to see if we can bring it up a little bit, loosen that 13 millimeter. Okay, that's one installed. Got it adjusted pretty good. So we went to a locking. I think it looks sleeker. From that to this, I like it a lot better. So I'm going to get the other one in and come back and show you what it looks like completely done. Okay, that's what it looks like. I'll put that together with the new hood latches. I love the look. It's a little bit sleeker and 100% more secure. Well, that'll do it for today, guys, on the installation of these locking hood latches. In the description, I will put the link to the Amazon where I got them at if you would like to get a set for your Jeep. I love them. They're the more I use them here, the easier they are to get in and out. They're locked right now, so. But yeah, it was pretty simple. I give it 2 out of 5 wrenches just because of the difficulty of getting the nut started on the backside. Other than that, as long as you've got a few hand wrenches and some sockets, you should be able to do it real easy. So don't let it discourage you. Get out there and put some new hood latches on your Jeep. And as always, guys, be safe in your shops, be safe when you're driving out there on the road. And when you're on the trail, stay on the trail. Leave room for bikes. Peace out.